Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 4, called Awakening.
Now I'm going to step out on a limb here, and that limb is probably going to break underneath me. But I think Awakening has to mean Thorfinn's back, baby.
Is he gonna snap to it and just like chop these guys to bits with his bare hands? Because as we know, if this show has taught us anything, it's that a true warrior needs no weapons.
Good point, good point. That's what I think.
Thorfinn is, noble thing to do to save Einar, who is going to be mincemeat.
Is it noble when he's just given up?
Well, he saved Einar. He probably wants to die in his place, so no, probably not noble, wrong word, but Einar didn't stand a chance.
No.
But I think something is going to flip on, like you said, and Snake is there. I think he's going to observe it. I just feel a little trio forming that are going to go do, I don't know what. Be a little team.
Who's the trio?
Einar, Snake, and Thorfinn.
Okay. Snake's got a good thing going though.
My predictions are always wrong, but I have to come up with something, you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
I just had a feeling like they're going to be connected somehow.
It's not a bad take.
Anyway, the slave master's son is a real piece of work. Took me a second to find an appropriate term there. I wouldn't be upset if he was collateral damage. As Adam keeps telling us, times were tough out there. Okay?
You're not wrong.
So we'll see what happens. Maybe we're going to get a new and improved warrior Thorfinn. Less anger, more skill. Maybe learn some lessons from Askeladd as far as cunning, wit, things like that. All the, skills that you want to maximize in your Dungeons and Dragons character.
But he's still a slave. So we still have, well, as far as we know, well, that's the assumption. He still needs to pay off his debt. He still needs to clear the forest. He still needs to start a farm. So I'm not really sure where this is going. A 3-year episode of him chopping wood.
Yeah, no, not gonna happen. No. But let's find out. Who is Awakening? What is Awakening? Can't wait. Let's go. Season 2, Episode 4 of Vinland Saga is coming right now. Oh, Adam's twin, that was right. How could I forget?
What a coward.
Yes.
The teeth.
The crunch.
Baka. お前らバカ。お前らが奴隷をいじめてどうすんだ。若様がやんなきゃだろ。でもそいつが生意気言うからさ。悪かったな。こいつらバカなんだよ。俺はヘビだ。
トルフィンです。
Oh,
He's back!
Ha ha! ほれ見ろトルフィン。お前の体は生きたいって言ってるぞ。寝る。お前らお三方を丁重にお送りしろ。分かってるだろうな。この件でこれ以上面倒を起こした日にゃ、お前らこの先顎で飯が食えると思うなよ。返事
トルフィン、お前生きたいのか、俺は。
What do you think just happened? What do you think triggered that in him? Was it a way that Snake moved? Like, what about what just happened?
maybe it was his eyes. His eyes reminded him of Askeladd, and then he just went into instinctual mode. Because was he drawing his sword to like?
I can't take you seriously when
him?
you say that, but yes, I
He
think
can't take me seriously when I pronounce a one word the way that he doesn't like, yet he doesn't remember anybody's name in any anime.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Was he drawing it to
I-
like hurt him or just to see what his
I think
reaction
he was
would
testing
be?
him. I think he was really interested in the fact that he didn't flinch.
So he decided to go boo!
Yeah, pretty much. We've been playing peekaboo with our daughter a lot.
生きて生きてどうするんだ。
Is that a dung beetle?
It's a dung beetle.
He was doing a handstand. It's a lot of hay.
耳以外の傷はどれも深くはなさそうだ。元通り治るだろう。災難だったな、二人とも。あの客人たちのいたずらには旦那様も少々手を焼いていてな。
いたずらって、いたずらで殺されかけじゃ叶いませんよ。
何、本当に殺されたりはせん
I
よ。
think they were pretty serious.
いや、
ん？
あのヘビって親分が来なかったら本当にやられてましたよ。ああいう連中は俺たちの命なんか虫けらほどにも思ってないんだ。だとしても仕方ない。強いやつが弱いやつを殺す。当たり前のことだ。なんだと？お前！
まあな、いいなる。今後あの連中に絡まれた時はついていかず私に言いなさい。それより傷がうむといかん。薬を塗っておこう。
薬？パテルさん、俺たち
薬代など気にせんでいい。お前たちの面倒は私に一任されている。駆けつけるのが遅れてすまなかったな。
いえ、ありがとうございます。
アルネーズにもお礼を言っておきなさい。私に知らせようと畑の中をずいぶん走り回ったようだ。
This guy.
二人とも今日は休みなさい。旦那様には私から言っておく。それと私の古着で少し大きいだろうが、トルフィンにこれをやろう。お前の服は穴だらけにされてしまったからな。
お前な、パテールさんになんか一言ないのかよ。な、こういう時はありがとうございますって言うんだよ。ほれ。
What is wrong with him?
He's short-circuiting.
言えよ。大体なんだ、さっきからだんまりで。
Hedgehogs?
感じ悪いな。みんながよくしてくれてるってのに。
構わんよ。トルフィンが無口なのは知っている。
うん、ありがとうございました。おい、どこ行くんだよ。
To work.
今日は麦刈り休んでいいって言われただろう。
森だ。こんな傷なんでもない。
Dang, now I have to go too.
待てって、俺も行くよ。
Has he really not been taught any manners? Even after he was told what to do, he didn't say it. Like, that's bothering me.
That might be one of the first kindnesses he's experienced. Like when he was brought with Ascalon, like they left him in the woods to die. And then on top of that, we don't know what happened in between, and he's just like resigned to the fact that he's gonna die. He's almost having to learn everything all over again. He's been on autopilot robot mode. I'm like, he should have said thank you, but
I believe this is what the Gen Zs call a crash out. Is it?
I don't think I've ever heard that term.
Really?
No.
Can somebody please help us out? Mostly help Adam out, because I think I'm on the right track.
A crash out is just zombie mode?
No, you said short-circuiting, and I think that's like a crash out.
Well, you learn something every day.
Well, don't take my word for it, but...
Somebody younger than us does. It's like a beaver.
This isn't his first rodeo, Einar.
Welcome to the party, bud.
それに
強いやつが弱いやつを殺す。当たり前のことだ。
ドルフィン、お前戦争に行ったことあるか。
ああ。
Okay, so he does remember.
人を殺したの。
Just a few. 100.
ああ。
How did they get the stumps out?
Yeah, that's tough.
That
There's
seems
a
like
lot
it'll be
of
the-
roots.
Hardest part.
何人くらいだ。
Too many to count.
5、10人くらいか。
そんなこと知ってどうする？お前、戦争が嫌いなんだろ。倒すぞ。何人かなんて覚えちゃいない。たくさん殺した。5つか6つくらいの頃から戦場にいた。デンマーク軍のイングランド攻めにも加わったよ。 戦士だった。軽蔑するか、エイナル。
Aner, you can't help him. He said he was started when he was 5.
I wonder if this is part of the crash out. Like, I wonder if he's old enough now to kind of understand.
He should never have been put in that position.
Well, that he should never have been put in that position, but the gravity of what he has done. Like, whether or not he really had a choice, you still did it. I wonder if that adds to his feeling of, like, it shouldn't matter if I live or die. I killed so many people. Like, if there's a lot of regret there.
I'm not getting the impression that he has regret. Maybe he does, but also, like, what was he, like you said, what was he supposed to do? He got thrown into it, and it was either like, you're on your own, you'll probably die, or join us.
Yeah.
As a child.
Yeah. And maybe regret is the wrong word, but it's like, what's the point of, you know, whatever.
He's still really young. Atonement, baby.
Yeah. Einar is really interested in what is happening now. And I think he wants to learn how to fight.
Dude, I was saying since the beginning that Thorfinn's gonna cheat. Like,
I know.
He doesn't like war, but once you hear I started when I was 5 or 6, like, you have to, like, remove blame from
Have a little
Thorfinn.
empathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thought of sleeping in a place with bugs like that, this is why I don't even go camping. Okay? I can't.
Oh boy.
俺は戦士だった。
He seems mad.
エイナル。
If one eyeball can tell you anything.
I thought somebody was gonna sneak in for revenge.
Well, maybe you're right. Wait. Oh, this is his past.
Yeah.
So he's being like Thorfinn was one of those guys. Don't try to fight him though.
He's pretty jacked.
Yeah, I'm like, those forearm muscles.
I'm not sleeping.
たくさん殺した。
This isn't gonna go well for you. Does his body want to live or die?
interesting how their stories are mixing. Talk about not getting a good night's sleep.
エイナル、なんでお前は俺がうなされるたびに起こすんだ。
Because I can't sleep.
殺した。大勢殺した。戦から戦へ、村を襲い、たくさん殺した。お前の家族を殺した奴ら、そいつらと俺は同じだ。
お前は
Dude grinds his teeth a lot. They're like cracking.
I was thinking his teeth are just gonna shatter.
俺はなかったよ。今日まで生きてきていいこと一つもなかったよ。
Is he a lefty?
お前は
That's your takeaway?
お前は死にたいのか。
Well, one of them.
お前がどんなひどい目にあったかなんて知らねえ。どんな地獄で生きてきたかなんて知りたくない。
You asked though.
けどこんな地獄でのんきにくっちゃべってられんのも、飯食ったりクソして寝たりしていられんのも、誰かが俺らを生かしてくれたからだろうが。なんもなかったらって違うだろ。違うだろ。くそったれ。甘えんだ。 そもそもよ、お前が俺の家族を殺したわけじゃねえだろうが。思い上がんじゃねえよ。
It was a pretty powerful couple scenes.
I found Haikyuu was incredibly like moving, and I felt things because I could relate to the situations that I saw in that show. I have no connection with what these two characters have gone through, but the despair and the angst of both of them in that scene, like you can feel it. And I was just thinking it's so incredible how like nothing is really happening, but they can convey that emotion. And it's two very different situations. That was just really, I don't know if moving is the right word, but
I think that how they portrayed like what was happening, the artwork, the back and forth, how it kind of blended the two stories.
I thought that was really cool.
I thought it was really well done. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a huge fan of this animation style in general.
Like Vinland Saga.
No, this like studio, because this seems different than season 1's animation.
It does.
But the way that those scenes were constructed, I thought was really well done. My thing though too to Einar is like, dude, you wanted to know. If you don't want the answer, don't ask the question.
Yeah, but how often does that happen? Like you're curious and you want to know
I understand
until you don't want to
like,
know.
You're pushing him to give you an answer he clearly doesn't want to, and then he says it and you're like thinking about strangling him in his sleep. Like, I mean, he came around eventually, but still. And don't be so arrogant. Like, okay, yes, something kept you alive. You lost your family. But since we started down this path, how about we find out Thorfinn's whole story so you can really understand why he said that? Because you're feeling sorry for yourself that you lost your mom and your sister and your dad to people that Thorfinn was associated with, or, you know, groups. But like, Thorfinn literally saw his dad get murdered when he was 5 and then had to join these brigands.
What did that line mean to you?
What?
Don't be so arrogant.
Saying nothing good has ever happened to me in my whole life. It's like, you know, you survived, you're alive. Don't be so arrogant to like think that that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, okay.
What did you think it meant?
I thought it was in relation to like, he's like, I'm the same as the people who killed your family. I thought that line was like,
did he say that?
Yeah.
I don't think he said that.
Thorfinn said that. I'm the same as the people who killed your family. And then he responded with, it's not like you killed my family. Don't be so arrogant. I took it as he was kind of letting him off the hook and saying like, I'm not angry at you. That's, I might
took
be...
it as, from what he was saying of like, nothing good has ever happened to me. And Einar being like, no, you are alive, you survived. Like that means something.
I agree that he pushed that sentiment too, but I was just curious.
ありがとうエイナル起こしてくれてありがとう
He's like, I want to hate you so bad.
すっかり寝不足だぜ。
そうかごめんエイナル
さっさと寝ちまえ。
This is such a dude, that ended as such a dude conversation.
Is this Canute?
It has to be.
Somebody got a haircut. The thank you. I take back what he said. I just take back what I said before. That hit me.
I'm curious where this goes for them now. Like, are we gonna get a time skip of them working together and clearing the field and being free?
It's quite a time skip. Where's Snake gonna come into this? I feel like we haven't seen the end of Snake. And then Canute, he's not the king.
No.
What was that battlefield he was on?
Was it the remnants of the Civil War? I like that we saw the building of the relationship between Einar and Thorfinn. It's clearly going to play a role. And I think it was important to spend time on that so you kind of understood it. But I have no feel for where we're going. Like, I have
neither.
no feel for what is going to happen in this season.
Why is this anime called Vinland Saga? I need to stop thinking about Vinland anything. Because why is this even called that?
They're going to
Yeah.
go next episode.
I have no clue what is going to come next.
Maybe this wealthy farm owner is going to get us a stake in Vinland.
What did you think of the episode?
It ended faster. Like, it didn't feel like it was a long episode. Like, I was pretty engaged in what was going on. I liked the interactions kind of between the characters. Like you said, I don't think we've seen the last of Snake, and I think he's curious about Thorfinn. So I don't know whether he's going to recruit these two. I also thought it was interesting that the medicine man, or whatever, the doctor, was like, yeah, the master doesn't know what to do about his guests either. So part of me was like, is Thorfinn going to help him deal with them? Like, are these guys like mobsters, making them pay them for protection? Like, I don't really understand what is happening in that regard either. So yeah, my brain has gone in 100 different pathways because I'm not entirely sure where we're headed.
We'll just keep watching.
That's all you can do.
See if anything will reveal itself. See if we can figure it out. But let us know your thoughts. Be sure to hit us up in the comments below. And as always, I'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Vinland Saga coming next week. Bye.